when I got to the meeting, he walked right past me. I don't know if it's because I'm young, if it's because I'm black, if it's because I'm a woman, if it's because of all three, if it's because none of the above. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. I am Erin and this is Erin on Demand, and we are all about owning our business, owning our lives, and owning our happiness. And today we are talking about confidence. Confidence is not easy. So we're gonna kind of, have a little heart-to-heart about confidence in entrepreneurship and business, especially as a young woman. Yes, the passion and the work is a huge part of it, but confidence probably plays an equal, if not more important role. So many people, especially young women, we struggle with it. I struggle with it. It is not an easy emotion or characteristic to embody, especially when it comes to tough situations or new situations that you've never experienced. So I'm going to walk you guys through some things that I have been doing to boost my confidence throughout my journey as an entrepreneur. I'm going to share with you some very unexpected things that took a lot of confidence. And then I'm also going to share with you guys a book that I'm reading that has really given me some practical tips and a lot of good insight on what confidence even is. So if you are in your entrepreneurial journey, if you are a woman, if you are all about your business, stick around because this is going to be a very transparent video. I want to start with talking about how it just takes a certain level of confidence to start your own business. And everything else that kind of follows that doesn't take as much confidence as that. So if you can jump over that biggest hurdle, all the other hurdles feel less intimidating, but it still takes a jolt of confidence. When I first started Erin on Demand, I bought the domain and started the website about 8 months before I launched. And it wasn't because I was preparing the business all that time. It was because I was scared, y'all. I was not confident that this business would be successful. I was like, I'm underqualified, too young. There aren't very many Black women in my role in the industry. It's a very male-driven industry. I just came up with all of these doubts and excuses as to why I shouldn't start. And over preparation is also kind of a form of procrastination and doubt. So, I was not in a very confident place. And once I did get there and I was able to leap, I was scared. I was scared when I leapt, but I did it. And sometimes we just need to do it and feel what it's like to be supported. And see what happens. Like, you just have to see. So, it takes confidence to take that first jump. And I just want to encourage anybody who is, on the path to taking the jump or who has recently done it, just keep going. Keep going. Just keep going. You're on the right path. Now, there are some unexpected things that do come up that do take a high level of confidence. So here they are: cold calling and cold emailing. This junk right here is hard, especially if you are a service-based business, or even if you are a product-based business and you want to partner with another business that you follow or love or respect. It is hard to pick up the phone and call them without knowing anything they're going to say, if they're even going to answer. It's a very nerve-wracking process. You're really just putting yourself out there, but it is something that is so necessary in business development. Another thing that kind of unexpectedly was uncomfortable for me was when I was introduced to people, or if I was introducing myself, and people would ask me what I do. Even though, it's exciting to have your own business, when you're growing it, it feels like a business, but it also just feels like your baby, and you don't know if people are actually going to respect it. Even though it's yours and you're proud of it, being introduced and not saying, oh, I work for X company, it can feel a little intimidating. I don't know if I'm the only one. If you can relate to that, then let me know. Another thing that takes a high level of confidence is decision making. I am a very indecisive person. Don't ask me where I want to go to eat. A lot of times I have to make pretty quick decisions that I may not necessarily have time to fully analyze or fully, think through. Sometimes you just have to make impulse decisions, and that takes a high level of confidence to be able to be decisive, especially with things such as negotiations. So that is my next point. High level of confidence in negotiating. This is so critical, especially if you are a service-based business. People will try to negotiate, and negotiation is such a mental thing. Sometimes I'm on the phone with people and they're like, well, can you bring the price down? And I have to be able to make a quick decision on whether or not I'm going to do that. If I'm choosing not to lower the price, being able to explain to them why. All of these things take so much confidence, and it can be very difficult to navigate those types of situations. And then the last thing is tough meetings. I do a lot of consultations. I have a lot of meetings. It almost seems like they're grilling you in the meeting. Or if they just don't vibe well with you, it takes a lot of confidence to be able to stand your ground, know your worth, and navigate through those tough meetings. Confidence is really what gets us through those conversations. So I recently had an experience, and I told you guys, I am going through this stuff as I talk to y'all about it. So do not think that I just have everything figured out, but I'm trying my best to put my best foot forward in everything and see what works for me and bring it to you as humbly and as transparent as I can. So this just happened very recently. I had a meeting, and it was with a very large company here in Michigan. I had done a video. One of my clients, he works for this company, but this was a video to promote him within the company. So the video pretty much does great numbers on social media, and the people over the company saw the video. So they shared it, and I was excited. So I sent them a quick email, just, hi, my name's Erin, explained to them who I was and that I produced that video. Thanks so much for sharing. I'm glad you loved it. Would love to meet for coffee and introduction meeting in person. And when I got to the meeting, he walked right past me. I was sitting in the waiting area. I was pretty much the only one sitting where I was sitting. I don't know if it's because I'm young, if it's because I'm black, if it's because I'm a woman, if it's because of all three, if it's because none of the above. It's cool, benefit of the doubt. We get into the meeting, and he's nice, but I'm feeling a little cold shoulder, almost like, why are you here? What is this meeting for? Not really sure what this is, but let's get this 30 minutes over with. Automatically, I felt underestimated, overlooked, literally and figuratively, and just uncomfortable. So I'm explaining to him some of my experience and what I do, what my business is, and he's still kind of like, well, we already have an in-house videographer and a ad agency that we're paying a ton of money for, so I don't really know what we need you for. Basically, at that point, he shut me down, but also gave me the opportunity to tell him what I could do for their company. And at any given point that you can prove yourself, you have to take it. I explain, I'm a storyteller. I have the ability to take an idea and turn it into an amazingly creative, awesome story. And what I see is that's missing from your company. I can help you create cool series. I can help you create campaigns that mean something and that resonate with people. And that's why you love that video, because it told a story. Not only about how good of a job this person does, but how good of a person this person is. Then the tables turned. Now I'm on top, okay? And now I'm feeling more confident because I stood my ground. I know my worth. I know what value I can bring to any company. Because one, I do my research before I go anywhere. Two, I always have at least one idea in the back of my mind before I meet with someone, just in case they do ask, how can you help us? So it's always great to have ideas in the back of your mind and do research before, so you can see, like, what are they even doing in terms of the area that I would be able to step in. So the point is that, competence can get you there, but it's the confidence that carries you to the finish line. Because if you aren't confident in what you bring to the table, they're not going to be confident in hiring. So I am learning that, y'all. If I do not get booked for this job, I don't care, because I learned such a valuable lesson. I learned how I can really control the conversation. I learned how I can stand for myself, how I have value and I bring value to a company no matter how big or how small. That is where real confidence comes in, where I can go from being underestimated and overlooked and you passing me up in the lobby to being on top in the meeting and you understanding why you need me to be a part of your company. That is true confidence. And I want everybody to feel that level of empowerment and confidence in your business. And there's no way that you learn how to navigate these conversations unless you have them. There's no tricks or anything. Some you might bomb. Like, there have been many conversations where I'm like, dang, I didn't sound confident in that. Like, I don't know if they're going to hire me because, I was timid. And I'm getting to a point now where I can really stand my ground. And it's good exercise. It's good to exercise that confidence bone, even if you don't get the outcome you wanted. At the end of the day, I put everything on the table. I said it with confidence. I didn't hesitate or stutter or whatever. And it is what it is. I hope that story encourages somebody. And a big reason too why I feel like I was that confident in that meeting is because I'm reading this book called The Confidence Code. It gives a lot of in-depth research on what is confidence, where does it come from, how do we get more of it. And it really compares the confidence of men to women because we exercise our confidence so differently. A lot of times as women, we're so focused on being right, being perfect, overanalyzing, that it holds us back from making decisions. Expanding our confidence mainly comes from not trying to be perfect, but being prepared to fail. We gotta stop thinking that failing is such a bad thing. When we are prepared to fail, we are getting closer to that success. And the only way that we can operate in confidence is if we do it. And without doing, there's no possible way to build confidence. A lot of people, are shy to talk in front of the camera or are scared to start their business or feel unskilled in something. But if you just keep practicing it, you will naturally build that confidence. It's really just that simple. Success correlates way more closely with confidence than it does with competence. So that's a big reason why we see a lot of leaders, I ain't gonna name no names, in power, whether it's in business, in politics. You see that it does not take a lot of competence to climb. It takes confidence. I just really want to encourage women, especially who are young and in this entrepreneur space, to just own it. Try to own it. Even if you're feeling weird on the inside, saying it or asking that question or taking that leap or not coming down on your negotiations or doing that cold call, just do it. Do it scared, because when you do it scared, you have more confidence to do it again. And your confidence slowly goes up. Your nervousness or your emotions will slowly wither away. So you just have to outwork your emotions. Get the book, read the book, practice some power poses, and just keep doing it, because the only way you will gain confidence is if you jump, if you do it. And over time, you will notice that it gets easier and easier and easier, and you become a master in it. And at mastery is the ultimate confidence. So I hope this video helped somebody, y'all. It was a hard one to record just because I'm still working through these things and they're still fresh. Like, if you are going through this, I really want you to comment below. I really want to hear what are some things that you are being challenged with your confidence, because it's a fight. It is a constant constant exercise. I hope you are gonna go out and do and be and set it off, okay, girl? If you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you want to be a part of my internet home. I post videos every Tuesday and most Thursdays. So if you are interested in content that empowers women, that empowers entrepreneurship, and just living a good, solid life of happiness, of healthiness, and of getting that money, honey, then make sure you subscribe. I would love to have you here in this community. And on that note, I'm going to peace up out. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Love you. Bye.